Black History Month. Hey, 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 it's Black History Month. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Twitter. Hey, YouTube. Hey, y'all. Hey, YouTube. Hey, y'all. Oh, please ignore that. I don't know what's going on with me. I have a lot of energy right now because it took a lot for me to get ready for the filming process of this video. And so now that I'm here and I'm ready to film, I'm excited because I get to hurry up and film this and get it out the way and then enjoy the rest of my day. But anyway, y'all, if you could not already tell by the title, in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys some of my favorite Black characters in movies and TV shows. So I don't want this video to be too long, so we're just gonna get right into it. Y'all see my special guest in the back? Say hey, Lola. Say hey. Alright, so my first favorite character is Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen or heard of The Princess of the Frog, but just in case you haven't, I'm going to read the description to you. Tiana dreams of opening her own restaurant in New Orleans, but her dream takes a slight detour when Prince Naveen, who was turned into a frog by the antagonist named what's his name again? I forgot his name, but I'll put a picture of the antagonist, and if you don't know what an antagonist is, it's the bad guy in the movie, the bad guy. So Naveen kissed Princess Tiana because he was hoping that the kiss would break the spell, but it did not break the spell. Instead, it turned Tiana into a frog as well. So then Tiana and Naveen hop along on an adventure through the bayou to seek help from this powerful voodoo priestess lady, basically kind of like a witch, and she was supposed to help them break the spell, and she did at the end of the movie. So the reason that Princess Tiana is my favorite character, number one, because she's Black. Number two, she's a princess. Hello. And I just like how she was so determined to follow her dreams. She worked hard every single day, and eventually all of her hard work paid off. And I hope, oh my God, I sound like such a kid right now, but one day I hope that I can reach my goals and my dreams the way that Princess Tiana did, and I'm gonna try my best to work hard every day. My next favorite character is Bonnie Bennett from The Vampire Diaries. The Vampire Diaries follows the life of Elena Gilbert, who just lost her parents in a car accident, as she falls in love with a 162-year-old vampire. So with all of that comes 8 seasons of drama and other supernatural creatures such as witches, which just so happens to be what Bonnie Bennett is. Bonnie is my favorite character because she is like very powerful. She's a witch, for crying out loud. And she sacrifices herself a lot. She puts her life on the line just to save her friends. She's died a couple of times to save their lives. Like, she's not a selfish person at all. She is very loving, and you can tell that she really loves her friends. Like, I love my friends, the small amount of friends that I do have, I love them, but I would not give up my life. I mean, okay, this sounds very bad, but if it was a life or death situation and I could choose to live or die to save my friend, I would probably not choose to die because I love my life and I'm only 15 years old. I have so much life to live, and I mean, everything happens for a reason, right? So maybe God just, I don't know. Let me shut up. I sound so silly right now, but she sacrifices herself for her friends, which shows that she has a very big heart, and that's something that I admire about a person. I just love that she's so willing to help others and put others before herself, which is a trait that I have, but it's not to that extent. I wouldn't die for no friend. Now, if it was like a lover or a family member, yeah, duh. But a friend, I'm sorry, but maybe God said it was your time. Number 3 is Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince. What was I finna say? From The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So The Fresh Prince stars Will Smith as a fictional version of himself. So in this show, Will Smith is a street smart boy from Philadelphia, and he's yeah, he was forced to move in with his wealthy family members, his uncle and his aunt. The reason he had to move in with them was because he got into a fight on the basketball court in his neighborhood. So basically the show is really just about how his life is living with his aunt and his uncle and his cousins and their butler. And so it's a really interesting show. But Uncle Phil, which is Will's uncle, is my favorite character because he is a great father figure. And I don't have my father, well, okay, let me rephrase. My father is in my life, but we aren't as close as I would like to be. So I do have a father figure, like a man that I look up to, and he's a father figure. And so Uncle Phil kind of reminds me of that person. And so I guess that's just why Uncle Phil is my favorite character. Like, he took Will in as his own. Will's father wasn't around, so Uncle Phil kind of filled in and basically took his place, and he honestly did a good job. And I love Uncle Phil. He's my favorite character. He's funny. Yeah. And what makes me really sad is that the actor that played Uncle Phil is actually no longer living. Like, that stings a little because I was actually growing some attachment to this character. So yeah, but that's why Uncle Phil is my favorite black character in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Why do I keep messing that up? The fourth one is a superhero, and his name is Frozone. Frozone comes from the movie The Incredibles. I'm sure everybody has seen The Incredibles, but in case you have not, The Incredibles is basically just about a superhero family that fights crime in public, but they have to try and keep their superpowers hidden in their everyday lives. So Frozone is friends. Frozone is a friend of one of The Incredibles, which is one of the main characters in the movie The Incredibles. And so we don't get to see Frozone much, but when we do see Frozone, I don't know, I just love Frozone. His superpower is to make ice with his hands, and he can freeze things and stuff like that. Yeah, I just love the fact that there is a black character in a movie that looks like my people. I don't know, I just love that we have black superheroes. I don't know why I love Frozone. I mean, he's not my favorite character, but I love Frozone, you know? Number 5 is China from Ant Farm. So in Ant Farm, China is an 11-year-old music prodigy, and she becomes a student in the Advanced Natural Talents program in a high school. So the show is basically just about her school experience being in a school with older kids. And the reason China is my favorite character is because she reminds me of myself. China can sing, and she plays a lot of instruments. And although I don't play a lot of instruments, I have played the guitar and piano a little. For the most part, that's it. Oh wait, I used to play violin. I probably still don't have it anymore, but I used to play the violin. So, but in a way, China reminds me of myself, and I just love how she's so smart and she's self-driven and she has a beautiful voice. Number 6 is Erica Sinclair from Stranger Things. So Stranger Things is just about a young boy that disappears in this small town, and it's up to everybody to go and find them. So basically the characters have to solve a mystery involving secret experiments, supernatural forces, and one strange little girl. I love her, but she ain't black, so we're not even gonna mention her in this video, okay? But Erica Sinclair is the sister to one of the main characters, and she appears on one season of the show. And I love Erica because she is very she's not sarcastic. I don't know what word I would use to explain Erica, but she is very smart. She's a nerd, and I'm a nerd, so hey, we're nerds. She's also around my age. I think she's a year younger than me. She's 14, I'm 15, so there's that. Her character is just very smart, and she knows a lot of things that most kids her age in the show. In the show, I think she's about 11 or 12, and she's very smart. She's able to help them crack this mystery to this. You just have to watch Stranger Things to understand, but I love Erica. Number 7 is Hakeem from Moesha. So the main character in the show Moesha is Moesha Mitchell, and we basically just get to watch her entire high school experience. And so it's just about her and her friends and her family and all of the challenges that she experiences throughout high school. So it's a really good show. Hakeem is Moesha's best friend, and I love Hakeem because he's a funny character. Every episode he has laughing, and he just does a lot of silly things. His character acts goofy. He's a really goofy character. But there are moments when like somebody needs advice or Moesha needs help with something, and in those moments, that's when you get to see a whole different side of Hakeem, and he gives advice. And that's what I love about Hakeem. I like goofy people. A lot of the people that I hang around are very goofy people, but when they need to be, they're very serious. And so when I'm watching Moesha, I just feel like Hakeem is one of my friends, one of my little goofy friends. So I guess that's why he's my favorite character. Number 8 is Charlie from Daddy Daycare. In Daddy Daycare, 2 fathers lose their jobs and are forced to become stay-at-home dads, and then eventually they have their own little daycare business in their homes. And so one of the main characters is Charlie, and I really look up to that character because he's a great father to his child. Yeah, he was just a good father, and you know, I admire good fathers, especially Black fathers, because everybody knows that stereotype where Black dads leave their families, and unfortunately it happens pretty often. But in this movie, I felt a little warmth in my heart because he was a good father to his little boy, and it was just very sentimental to watch. It made me happy, you know, and I'm a little softy, so everything just touches my heart, even if it's not supposed to. I don't know, everything feels so personal to me, so I guess that's why he's my favorite character. Number 9 is Fabiola from Never Have I Ever. Never Have I Ever is about an Indian American teenage girl who is dealing with the death of her father. Fabiola is the main character's, oh my god, how do I say this? So the main character has 2 best friends, and Fabiola is one of them. And I love Fabiola because she's Black and she wears natural hairstyles in the TV show, period, as she should. She be wearing box braids, her hair be curly, and she has pretty long legs and beautiful brown skin, and she's smart. And so when I look at her, I sometimes think of myself. So that's why I love Fabiola. And yeah, I really recommend that TV show if you have not watched it yet. It's a good TV show, and it's funny a little bit. Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, it's funny. So you should watch it. And then number 10, which is the last one, is Andre from Victorious. So Victorious is about aspiring singer Tori Vega, who attends a performing arts high school while getting into crazy situations every single day. And Andre is one of her best friends. So yeah, he is very talented. He plays the piano and he sings, and he's a songwriter as well. And so I can kind of relate to him when it comes to that, because I like music, I sing and all that, so you know, I just relate to him. And not only that, but he's very funny. Like, if Andre was not part of the show, it would probably be a little less entertaining, because he is one of the funny characters that makes everything better, everything brighter. So that's why he's my favorite character. And yeah, y'all, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below. Why am I talking so fast? Let me know in the comments below who your favorite Black character is, and let me know if any of the characters that I mentioned are also your favorite. Also, make sure you check in my description box, because there's always something there for you. And I will see y'all next Wednesday. It'll be the last time that I record a Black history video for this year. So I'm super excited and kind of sad that this series is slowly coming to an end. But I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all are enjoying it as much as I am. I love filming these type of videos. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!